was good? Super Sky. Back at S2. I got my girl Kat with me. What's up, Kat?
Hi. Good
What's
morning.
good? Good morning. It is morning. It's early as hell. Okay, so I know it's not Kat Kribs anymore.
No, it's Harris now.
Ew, got a little married. Were you excited to finally?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. I think my husband literally said, he's like, we've been engaged for like 6 years and we finally did this.
And you know, like in these times, people be engaged for like 6 months, which I think is crazy.
I think that's way crazy
Yeah.
because like you can't know a person
No.
in 6 months.
Hell no. Like I want to get back to like being engaged for like years.
Yes.
Like years. So when you're married, like it's literally just another day type.
Yeah, I don't think that people should go that long. Like I think people should wait years.
Yeah.
Because
I
you need to
agree.
live with that person and like, hey, can I stand the way you chew your food? And
No, for real.
Can I stand the way that you upkeep your house?
The
and
way you
stuff?
brush your
Yeah.
teeth.
Yes.
Because bruh. The way my girl brushes her teeth, I'd be like, are you done? Like how many teeth do you have? I know you don't have more than 32. Like insane. Hell yeah. Okay, so I was thinking how I want to do the introduction because you know I'm always like, hey, where you at? How long you been tattooing? So I'm a true crimes fan. Do you watch true crime at all?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to do your introduction
Oh God.
as if you were like you were telling the story about Kat.
Oh God.
True crime stuff.
Okay.
Like Kat was a great person. She was a tattoo artist.
More like Kat was an overworked, overstimulated, has been doing customer service for years and years and years and didn't think that I had the ability to actually tattoo.
Right?
And then just out of the blue, my mom was like, hey, here you go. Here's a tattoo kit and you can go ahead and get started. And like, I really did not see myself here
Right.
this quickly.
Right, yeah, fast.
I literally picked up a machine back in July
Crazy.
and then was in a shop by October.
Right.
So I've only technically been at this like what, 7 months?
Yeah, I was calling it like a 6. I was like, I think
7
like
months?
6. Yeah.
I think I
Seven-
just hit
seven
7 months.
max.
7 max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really impressive what you were able to do and what you were able to accomplish. But you're a really good artist, like on
Yes.
paper.
Like on paper, on most other mediums, like I
Yeah.
paint, I draw.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of things. I craft a lot of things. I
Right.
knit, I sew, I crochet, I make just about anything and everything.
Right.
So I feel like actually all of those other abilities that I've always been able to do are what made it to where a lot of things just clicked really quick.
Okay. Like, because you just kind of like corresponded with something else. You're like, okay, this is similar to painting. This is similar to knitting.
Actually, this is gonna sound funny, but like welding, because I do know how to weld.
Okay.
I know how to use a stick welder. That kind of like motion with how you have to like pretty much pull a line
Right.
to actually weld is. To me, it was a very similar movement to being able to pull a crisp line to
makes
where
sense.
you're not getting a blowout and stuff. The same thing with like woodworking,
Right.
like wood burning.
Right,
I've done
right.
wood burning before too, and like those kind of crossed
Similar.
over. But yeah, I think all the different things I know how to do kind of made it to where it just like
Right.
really clicked really quickly. And plus, I try to challenge myself all the time.
Yeah, you do.
And
You
get
definitely
just
do.
enough outside of my comfort zone to
Right.
where. Like, okay, now I got that down. Let me
Yeah.
try the next thing that'll help me get better and better and better.
And that's what I tell you. Like, bro, I'd be like, I don't really know because I'm self-taught. So my thing is like, I'm going to replicate something first. And then I'm going to try it on my own. And then I'm going to do like completely custom and then add it into like my arsenal. Like, that's literally how I've taught myself. Like, replicate, try to do your own style, and then, okay, master it type.
That's how the like old masters and stuff
Yeah.
used to do things. It's like they would just watch and see how
Yeah.
other people did it. They'd replicate it exactly the way they did it.
And that's what I
And then
feel.
they'd find out their way of doing it. What works
Exactly.
For them.
Because like I feel like whenever I first started and I'm replicating, then I have something to compare it to. You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, mine doesn't look nothing like this. Or like, okay, shit, I'm getting close. Like it does look. I can see where I messed up here, or I can see where I did here. So that's my method too. Like I'm just like, okay, let me replicate something and then keep going. So what was the moment? So you said your mom bought you a tattoo machine and it was like boom. Was that the moment where you were like, okay, like I'm gonna do this?
Yeah.
Literally last year.
Just on myself. Because I really was just going to do it as just like picking up another one of my hobbies. I wasn't going to pursue it really.
Right.
And then I just picked it up and I loved it so much.
Right.
It was so much fun. And it's still so much fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
just going in and doing that every single day is a blast. I mean, I finally quit my full-time job back in February.
Turn up.
Scariest thing ever.
It's terrifying.
But it was the best decision I made because just in that short, like 3 months that's happened, my art has went from like, kind of okay, I'm kind of getting there, to like, bam.
Yeah, because now you're completely focused.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything. And tattooing is such a cultural thing that, like, you have to convert your life to be a tattoo artist. Like, everything. It's not just show up to the shop, tattoo, and go home. Like, you got to be, unfortunately, it's tattoo like 24/7.
Yeah, if I'm not in the shop tattooing, I'm drawing, or I'm learning more, or I'm, if
reading,
I want to
watching. You're doing something.
Yep.
Or like even your entertainment.
Yes.
I'm watching like other tattooers' videos. Like, it's very cultural. It definitely is. So like, so you're a painter and everything. You feel like those hobbies have definitely helped in your career.
Especially drawing.
Right.
Really pushing myself to draw a lot more helped. Like painting, that really does help, but I felt like drawing really did it.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I've always told you that I liked about you is the fact that you can literally do like a complete custom. Like, your references are literally like what you drew. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a reference of something. Your reference is literally like from scratch. There's nothing but like all you, which is really, really cool, because I think that's a very like dead trait almost. Most of us are like grabbing this reference, and altering it, but like you're doing straight nothing, just pen to paper.
I mean, I'll pull some references just for like, okay, so I like this little detail on this and this little detail on this and how this is shaded and how this is done, and then I just take all of that and then take what's up here and put it down.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy though. That's crazy, Kat.
Oh, my brain just worked weird, I guess.
Yeah. What about the culture do you love, like, so far, since you've been in here for an entire 6 months,
I mean, just from the folks that I have met, like, I was really anticipating not getting a lot of support from other artists just because I've just been told so many horror stories.
Exactly.
But really, everybody has just been so nice, like so encouraging, like very forward with like giving tips and, hey, you can do this, won't you try this, like giving out so much information and just being supportive. I was really surprised by that.
And I think it boils down to like, artists are very territorial. Like, we don't want anybody in this culture that's not for this culture, because again, it is a culture. So if you're just here to make a couple dollars, if you're just here, because it's trending, then like, nobody's gonna help you. No. Like, nobody's gonna go off the limb. Nobody's gonna like be ready to just give you free knowledge. But when another artist comes to an artist, you can kind of feel it. Like, this person is in it for the right reasons.
You can tell that person's passionate about the art. And I think that's the two distinct mindsets I've seen of folks, is either people who they're in it for the lifestyle, or they're in it just to make some quick cash.
For sure.
And they're not actually in it
to grow.
To grow and be the best version of what they are, and to just create.
I agree.
And that's what an artist does.
Yeah,
and create.
Because same, like, I've had no issues. Like, I really have had zero issues when it comes to reaching out. But I think that's step one. Like, a lot of people are scared to reach out and be like, hey, I really like the way you do this.
What's the worst they say? No.
Yeah, remember I told you that. I was like, dude, hit this person up. Like,
go away, shoo, don't just leave you on red.
Yeah,
like, that's the worst that's gonna happen.
Wah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this person with 20K followers left me on red. Okay. But more than likely, like, every time I reach out to an artist, they hit me back.
That's
if not immediately, like, they get back to me.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
No, I've had a lot of folks, because I have reached out to a lot of artists that I really like their work and stuff. And a lot of them have reached back out. I've had some that never even looked at my message, but that's okay.
That's okay. Like, you've made it to that point.
Yeah, at least I tried.
Yeah, exactly. Because again, like, it didn't hurt you. You didn't die. You weren't bleeding.
No.
You're still progressing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not scary. Like, just ask for help. Reach out to those people that are doing better than you, so you can get to that level. I totally agree. Have you experienced any like negativeness like from the culture so far, like, or from like just being in the industry?
Just like the drama that comes with like being like just being in a group of like other adults.
Right.
Like, you're going to experience that anywhere,
For
really.
sure. For
I've
sure.
experienced that being in any kind of job I've ever worked.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing I've come across. But then again, I keep to myself.
Yeah.
I don't really go out and go hang out with a lot of people. I don't drink or anything like that. I'm like a big homebody. Yeah. I go to the shop, I go home, be with my kids. That's it.
Right. How many kids do you have?
I have 5.
You got a whole basketball team. That's a lot of kids, Kat.
That is a lot of kids. 4 bonus babies, 1 bio, they are. Give me a second. Okay, so we got just turned 9. I'm gonna have an 11-year-old this year, a 13-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 16-year-old.
They're all up there though.
Yeah.
They can all make cereal and use the microwave.
Yeah, the oldest 3 actually can like cook full dinners and everything.
Oh yeah, see, they're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
So they're good. I ain't got to do as much now.
Nah, that's the fun part. Like, I seen this, my son, he's 16, and I seen this TikTok. It said, like, I'm at the point of parenting where I'm just making sure nobody gets pregnant, catches a charge, and everybody walks across the stage. I was like, yes.
I feel
that's literally where I'm at.
Yeah.
Just
with my 2 oldest,
go here.
They're starting to be more of like their own people, I guess.
It's weird.
Yes, and they're starting to hit those ages where like you're really starting to have to deal with kind of like the politics of being a person and dealing with other people. Yep. And so like my oldest daughter has been complaining about bullies at school. And I'm like, dude, you're going to deal with that everywhere you go for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life, even in adulthood.
Yes, even in adulthood. Yeah, like you're going to deal with exactly what you're dealing with now for the rest of your life. So you might as well start learning how to deal with it.
Head on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's mainly what I feel like dealing with teenagers is. Like, there's a lot of attitude and stuff going in there too, but
like, why are you so emotional?
Because their prefrontal cortex is totally under construction right now.
I ask my son that all the time. Like, he'll get so hyped up. I'm like, bro, calm down. Like, why are you so emotional? Just calm down. Let's just talk it out. It's not that. I just asked you to take out the trash. Like, it's not that serious.
Yep.
It's funny to me, but yeah, kids are something. So what made you come to Tyler? Because you live far. You live about an hour and 10 out. You said.
Yeah, about an hour and 10 minutes now. So one of the ladies I work with at the shop, Alexis, she has been really good friends with my sister for a long time.
Right.
And when I went to the shop back in October, I literally came in there trying to find an apprenticeship with her because I wanted to do it the right way. Like, I did not want to stay working out of my house doing it. Right. I wanted to do it the right way. And she got me going up there a few times, like every day I had off, literally. Right. I was spending every day I had off up there at the shop. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much how I got started going up there. Yeah. I mean, she had me go and show all my art and everything to you and Dylan, and y'all were like, hired.
Yeah, no, dead ass. I was like, yeah, bro, you're good. Like, you'll figure it out. I was like, all the other stuff, the technical stuff, you'll figure out. I was like, you're passionate, you're an artist. You was already like way better than a lot of people that are in shops. So I was like, you're fine.
I was just refining like a few things here and there, and
literally.
Like once I got that, I was just off running with all kinds of things.
Yeah, I remember looking at your stuff, and I was just like, damn, bro, like, she's really good. But I think the biggest part of that is like you've done this, like you've never stopped, you never let up, like you just, art has always been a part of your life, and I think that does make a significant difference. Because if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Like, fast.
Yeah, I went a few years there when I was with my before I moved back to Texas. I went a good like 10 years without drawing or anything.
Right.
And I really regret doing that,
Yeah.
but like I'm picking everything back up very quickly. It's like riding a bike.
And that's the thing. Like once you start going, then it's like, oh yeah. Like,
I remember this. I remember that. Yeah.
And it starts to go. But same, like I had went a very long time without drawing. Like, I don't know, probably like 10 plus, you know? And then I remember I picked up a pencil and stuff and I was like, whoa, like what the hell? Like what do you mean? And since then, like I haven't stopped. And even I feel like just now I'm getting back to like where I was.
Yeah. No,
it's like playing catch up. You know what I mean? Like I'm just now getting back to where I can really like pick up a pencil, draw anything. It'd be accurate and I'm good. But like if I wouldn't have stopped, I'd be way past that. Like way past that. That's literally.
Yeah. Same.
It
Same.
sucks.
It does suck, but I think that like just trying to learn every day
Right.
really does help. Learn something. Learn something new.
What's your favorite medium whenever you're doing like just on your own, you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna do some art today?
I really like to paint.
Yeah.
I love to paint.
Your paintings are dope. I got a couple of yours. I got my little fox coaster. Wait, was it a coaster? Yeah.
It's supposed to be like an ornament, I think.
Yeah.
But it looks like a little coaster.
It does look like. When you're painting, you're using like acrylic.
Acrylic.
Yeah. Canvas.
Yeah. Like just basic canvas, basic little acrylic paint. Like I don't use anything fancy or special.
Right.
And I know I probably don't do it the exact same way anybody else does, but I do it. It works for me. It doesn't really matter.
I don't think that. I mean, what would be the difference from you using the paint that you use versus using, you know, like $100 paint? You're the artist.
I mean, I have tried some of the more expensive stuff, and yeah, it's maybe blends smoother, maybe it doesn't dry out as quickly, but like I've learned to adapt.
Exactly.
Because I grew up poor.
For sure.
Broke poor.
Yeah.
So I got used to using what I had available and compensating for that.
Right.
So, which taught me a whole lot.
Yeah.
But now if I've tried using the other stuff and I'm like, I like what I use. Like,
yeah.
Now, when it comes to my tattooing supplies, that is a big difference.
That's different.
Big difference.
What colors? Because I know you've tried like a lot of different color brands. What color brand did you kind of land on? Or are you still like some of this, like some of that?
Dynamic.
Really?
Yep. Still running Dynamic.
That's crazy.
But I've tried because you guys would all let me try like different brands and stuff in the shop and stuff like that, and just. I don't know. I like the consistency of it. I like the vibrancy after it heals and everything. Like I've never had any kind of issues or anything with it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those type of things.
They've been around forever. They know what they're doing. It's definitely great colors. I think it's just really boils down to preference.
Yeah.
Like
a
just
lot
preference.
of it is.
That's all it comes down to. Because some people, you know, they want this one. Like me, I prefer powder pigment. But some people hate it because of how thick it is.
Yeah, it is really thick. And I have a difficult time using it. So I think that's another reason why I stick with Dynamic. I like the consistency.
Yeah, because like the one thing I do hate about Raw is like you're gonna use some paper towels. Because if that shit like a little drop falls off and you try to wipe it, now their whole arm is blue.
Yeah, I've seen you do that. But then again, I go through so many paper towels, but it's because I don't like not being able to see what I'm doing.
For sure.
So I like my stuff clean the whole time I'm doing it. So I'll go through a ton.
Are you a wiper or a dabber?
When I'm getting all my line work and stuff, dabbing for sure.
Yeah.
But I do have a new stencil stuff that I got from Dynamic. It's their like magic
Oh
stencil
yeah,
stuff. That stuff don't come off, man.
When you showed me, I was scared of it. You're like, you want to try it? I was like, hell no. I know it's good. Like,
I think the first time I used it, and then somebody wanted to move the stencil, and I'm sitting there rubbing alcohol, and I'm like, this is not coming off.
me and Stowe were talking about that with the, have you ever used the black Proton?
But I've heard about it.
Oh my God. Like, that stencil is not coming off. Like, he said he did a tattoo, used the black Proton, and like he does, where you come back, then the next 24 hours, he cleans you up and redoes it. He said it was on then. Then they came back the 4 days later to get the second skin removed and cleaned, and it was still
Wow.
there. I was like, yeah, bro, I do not use that. Like, I used it one time, and it was like tar. It was so sticky that, like, while you're tattooing, your gloves are
You're just
sticking
stuck
to the
to
skin.
it?
Yeah, I was like, I'm
Wow.
not. That's insane.
Yeah, no, I don't know if maybe if I was doing like a really big realism
Right?
piece,
Yeah, like
I would want
super
something like
hyper.
that.
Yeah. I feel, and I know my boy out of Canada, he uses it, but he does those full body suits, and like legit comes the next day and still same stencil. Like, don't gotta re-stencil them.
Yeah, no, this one, that stuff though, like the Black Magic one, no, it does stay pretty well. I can do pretty good sized pieces,
Yeah.
and it's still there.
Yeah.
When I get done with the tattoo, I'm like cleaning it. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you're going home with that stuff on there. I'm sorry. Like,
Oh, speaking of that, I've learned a little trick. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure like everybody else is gonna be like, duh, but you know. So whenever I'm cleaning the tattoo, like the final tattoo, I've been mixing like with my green soap a little bit of stencil remover. Gets all the excess stencil out before the picture. Fire.
might have to try that.
Yeah.
Although I've been cleaning with witch hazel at the very end.
Is it getting a lot out?
Yeah.
See, and that's pretty much all stencil remover
Yeah,
is.
it's just witch hazel.
It's just like, yeah, pre-mixed with some other shit.
I'm big about reading my ingredients on
Yeah.
there because I'm like, man, why am I going to spend $40 for that bottle right there when I can go to like CVS and
You
go
know
get
I'm a
that witch
convenience
hazel?
person,
Yes.
bro. I am such a I'm like, how much? 50? Okay. Like, do I not have to do it? Cool. Like, give me 2.
we were just I think me and Josh were just talking about this. Like
Yeah.
there's some kind of like re-wetting stuff that you
Yeah,
can put in.
that
And he's like,
stay wet.
yeah, he's like, it's literally just wet witch hazel.
It's witch hazel and water.
Witch hazel and water. Like,
Yeah, that's it.
I've already got that at my station. Why am I going to spend that much
It's
money for it?
pre-mixed.
See, this is where like I grew up broke, so I think maybe it's just a bad habit to change. Unless you show me something that like, okay, so with my needles,
Right.
I know whenever I first started out, man, like I had to really budget.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I've finally gotten everything transitioned
Right.
over, and I've been using those OG Produce brand.
I
I really
the
like
OG.
them.
Bro, okay, I'm so mad because I was so sold on Freak Factory. You know that.
Yes,
Like,
and I did try some of those, and they were okay.
I was so sold, but not this week, not this time he came, but the last time he came, for my standard sevens, he was out in Freak Factory, and he was like, I'll give it to you in OG, and I was like, okay, bet. You know, I run those for my shaders. I ran that 7, and I was like,
Yep.
I was like, oh my God. Like, now I gotta convert. Like,
Yep.
now I gotta slowly, like, those are some nice needles.
And especially for the price.
What?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I finally broke down and got some Da Vinci's to
Did
try.
you like them?
I do.
They're
like 'em.
great.
They are
But they are
smooth.
expensive.
They are smooth as butter, man.
They are literally the best needle.
Yes.
But I can't.
But they are expensive.
I just can't. I tried. One time I had bought like 7 boxes. Exactly.
That's a pretty penny right there.
Bro, I was like, you said how much? Like, hell no, put them back. Like,
See, that's why I've just been doing like a couple boxes at a time. So it's not like that much of a punch to my pocketbook when it happened.
are you grabbing the bug pins?
No, okay, so for all of my liners, I use standard liners,
Okay.
but for my shaders, I use bug pins.
Right.
Because I find that like it's a way smoother, just like, and I only use round shaders.
Yeah.
I've tried using a straight mag and I don't
You don't
like
like
them.
it? I don't
No.
like a straight mag. I can't. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just not for me.
I tried it.
Some
different
people
couple
are
brands.
so cold with it.
But again, that's preference. Like,
Literally.
everybody, you can literally have 2 artists do the exact same
Yeah.
medium and give them the exact same supplies, and one of them's going to love them and one of them's going to hate them.
Yep.
It just
It's
all
just
comes down to preference.
Yeah, I've noticed that because like I have a box of 7 straight mags I got because somebody suggested like, try that instead of a 9-round shader, and I tried it and like, yeah, it did. It got the job done. It got the job done quickly, proficiently. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
I had a hella focus. That shit's sharp. I was like, this is a razor. I think that's for those people that are trying to like, get that shit in and out. I'm
like
cool
taking
with,
my
yeah,
time.
I'm cool with taking my time.
Yeah. I even tell people, I'm like, okay, so we're going to do I'm betting on about this long, but
Right.
we might go over that a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. And that's, I've been telling everybody that's one thing that I've been appreciative of having my own space versus a street shop is because I had been there the longest. Like I had the clientele and then the walk-ins and then everything else. So I was very like trying to like get to next, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause for the shop dynamic,
Yeah.
it's not even about the money. It's just like, damn, like I got to get these people in or now or they're going to be pissed. Like, you know, and now like being here, like, bruh, shit that like I was taking me like maybe 2 hours probably takes me like 4 to 6.
That's not a bad thing, though.
No, and I love it.
I had that same mentality for a really long time. I was trying to just get them in there and get it out because I was afraid they were going to be upset.
Exactly.
But, like, I thought of it this way. Like, they are coming in to get a service that they know is going to take a while.
Right.
Like, or at least they should understand
They should understand it.
It should take longer. There's not a quick in and out.
There's not.
No. And so
even
now,
like the small ones.
Yes, even the small ones.
Yeah, dude, I did a name the other day, and I think it was like a 7-letter name. It took me 25 minutes.
Yeah, it shouldn't be super quick.
But that shit was you can see that shit from a mile away, bro. Like it was solid, and I was like, that's because just. So I think in a street shop you get so kind of used to it being good enough. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like this is good enough to get to the next person, and if they come back, we'll worry about it then.
Yeah, but I don't want to be good enough.
Exactly.
I want to do the absolute best that I possibly can.
Right.
But just for me.
Right.
Not even for anybody else.
Right.
I don't care about anybody else's opinion because I'm the one nitpicking the crap out of my stuff.
It's your name. Like
it's
even
my
when you're
name.
in a shop, it's your name. Like it doesn't matter the shop. Mm-hmm. It's gonna come back to you.
Yeah, I had somebody come in for like just something little itty bitty, and she's like, "Yeah, I know, you probably don't want to do this because it's just small and it's not anything crazy." She's like, "I had somebody else tell me they didn't want to do it; they want to do something more fun," and I'm like,
"Oh, okay."
I was like, "No, this means something to you."
I
said, and I appreciate you coming to me to let me do it for you.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna put as much passion and energy into that itty bitty tattoo.
Yeah, make it solid.
Yes,
beautiful.
Because when you leave, that's my name going out the door with you.
Exactly.
And when somebody asks you, "Hey, who did that tattoo?" I want you to be like, "Hey, a Kat did that tattoo for me, and I really love it." Not, I got it done by this shot.
Oh, and I gotta go back and get the
like
you
yours.
Know what I'm saying?
I get tons of compliments for it,
and that took me. And I feel like I went too fast on that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can do it.
If you ever want to touch it up,
no,
by
for
all means,
shit
I will sit. I'll sit.
I know. But that's the thing, like, to me, it was good enough. You know what I mean? But, like, looking back, I could totally saturate this black a lot better, saturate the black here, add a little bit more, like, in-depth shading. You know what it needs right here, more black. Like, it needs more black and it needs to fade off. Like, the green isn't that saturated. You know what I mean? It's just shit that I notice
afterward.
Now.
Afterward.
But it's a great tattoo.
Yes.
Nobody would be like, "Oh my God, that tattoo is shit."
No.
Like,
I've gotten nothing but compliments.
It's in my portfolio. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten booked off of that tattoo, but there's a technical side to tattooing.
Because of this tattoo, I was able to do my stitch patch.
You see? Like, it helped you.
Yeah.
And you can
I watched you the whole time.
Right.
Like,
and you can also see like, okay, looking at it as a tattooer, you can be like, okay, I see where she didn't saturate enough right here. I'm gonna saturate it on mine.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what it's about. Like that's how we operate. And so I know when collectors are like, "What do you mean that's a bad tattoo?" I'm like, it's not we're not saying bad like visually.
We're talking from a technical standpoint.
Yes.
Yes. That's it.
That's it.
We're
visually it's great.
It. Yeah.
Like it's sick. Like I would rock it. But technically, like if I was to enter that in a competition, like I wouldn't be pissed if I didn't place. And other people would be like, "Oh my God, I don't see how you didn't win." And I'm like, it's technical stuff.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous competing in October.
Are you ready though? Are you excited?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the Hey I started.
No.
I posted it about a month back, so she's got to come in pretty soon for the color for it.
Okay.
But it's a sticker style for the middle part.
Oh yes,
and then there's like little neotrad hibiscus flowers around it because I really wanted to try doing a couple of different styles together
right.
to give it just give it some
Right.
interest.
Yeah.
And that's going to be one of my pieces, and it's healing so nice. I'm super proud of it.
The scar on the lion head, that's gonna be one of mine.
Heck yeah.
That thing took me so long. Like so long. But I was just, when I got done, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, right?
Like, who did that? And I knew it was something, bro, because when I posted it, Simon said, okay. I said, oh shit.
I kind of geek out whenever, you know, artists that I know in the area now are like liking my stuff.
Bro,
I'm like, oh look, they like my stuff.
I swear, like, oh my God. Because like that's validation,
Yes.
bro. Like it's one thing for your mom
Yeah.
to be like, oh, good job, Kat. You're like, you don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, you know that it looks cool.
Right.
But you don't, like, you're not nitpicking it like another artist would.
Exactly, yeah. And so like when another artist says it's good, you're like, like, okay, I'm on to something. Like I'm on to something. I'm on the right track. But I remember like Steph told me when she first came, she was like, watch how much better you get in a quick amount of time being in here. And like dead ass, like it's so like on some Matrix shit.
I think it's because you can really focus.
Like dead ass. Like, and I'm just like, canvas here, you know? Like, and I can hear my machine. I can like see it. It's very well lit in here, and like just everything. Like I have changed my machine speed and stuff so much being in here, like up and down, to where I would be like real lower. But and it'll be like different body parts, right? Like say I'm moving up. Sometimes you gotta speed your machine up the higher you go,
Depending on where
like
you're at.
like where you're at. And before I couldn't even hear that. You know what I mean? Like, and I couldn't really see it. So now, like being here, I'm like, oh shit, it's time to turn up. It's time to turn down. Time to do this. Like, so it's been dope. It's been a cool experience. What's your favorite tattoo you've done thus far in career?
So like on other people or on myself? Because you know I tattoo myself a lot too.
All the time, bro. Anyway, like whatever.
So from like I'm most proud of it, the way it looks and everything, would have to be that, because the Hey Hey's not finished yet.
Right.
But that tooled piece that I did on the front of that lady's
I like that.
forearm.
Yeah.
That was my first like full blown tooled leather piece.
Yes.
And like I had so much fun with it.
Yeah.
And it just came out really, really well.
I like it. I like it a lot. The colors were extremely vibrant. The shade work on there was really dope. You used plenty of black. Like it was nice. I really did like that piece. I like that piece a lot. What made you want to like try the tooled leather?
Because, well, I mean, I've seen Alexis do it a ton.
Right.
And it just looks so neat. And then like, I like details.
Yes.
And there are a lot of details that have to go in tooled leather.
Right.
Plus I like doing stones. I think stones are just neat and cool anyways.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
from just like an artistic standpoint, you can do so much with them.
For sure.
And I like trying everything.
Yeah.
Like I know everybody says you need to find like what you specialize at and what's your niche, but like right now I'm so early on. I feel like
you gotta try everything.
I need to try doing all of them.
And you gotta learn everything.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. And you work in a street shop.
Yes.
So
you have to be versatile.
Yeah, you have to be versatile until that clientele gets you to a point where you don't.
Yeah, but even then, like, I still want to try doing different stuff all the time.
Bro, I don't think I could just like commit. I do have like a style, and I think you have a style. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, everything you can definitely tell, like,
it's done by you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's my thing. Like, I have a style, but I can't just commit to one specific like tattoo style.
Yeah, no.
I could never. Like, I just could not. I feel like it'd get boring. Like, and shout out to everybody that do it. Like, you know, that's your thing. But like, just doing nothing but like portraits every single day.
Yeah, no.
Or like American track every single day. Like, you can never switch up and do like a cartoon piece, or you know what I mean? Like, in a different thing. As an artist, I feel like. But then again, hey, if that's what you're sought out to do and people love you for that,
Yeah, go for it. Full send. Like, if that's what you love and that's what you're passionate about,
and that's what you're really good at, yeah. Because there are some people, bro, that's all they do, and they get just as passionate about the first face as the 37th.
Yeah, and that's what I feel is important is,
right.
Are you still passionate about every single one that walks out the door?
Exactly, that part. I think Alexis is a good example.
Yes.
Bro, she loves doing that shit. She's really good at it. And, like, her clients love her. She loves her. She gets excited every time she do one. Like, it's good go with her. Like, but that is all she doing. She be making me laugh, though, because sometimes she be like, I want to do something else. I'm like, post something else. And then she'll post a custom and it's still tooled leather. Mm-hmm. I thought you wanted to do something else.
I've got a few of them booked now, and like, but getting to add cool, different little touches to them from what I've seen everybody else do is what I've enjoyed.
I liked, you did one with some little colored cowboy boots and a little hat. That was cool because it was totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. Adding like the little different color shades, you know, mostly it's just the tooled leather, maybe some turquoise, maybe some browns.
I have one that I really want somebody to get. It's got a Zia symbol on it, which is the Navajo symbol for the sun. And it's got just such vibrant colors.
I've seen that one. That one's cool. Yeah.
Nobody's booked that one yet, but I'm hoping somebody will. But somebody did book my, I have one that's got like a state of Texas with like some blue bonnets and stuff in there. Right. Yeah, so that'll be a little bit different.
Okay, Kat. All right, so now we're finna get into our first game.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait, I have found a noise that I was gonna use for the first game. Let me. Okay, now we're getting to our first game. Oh, wait, that's not a good one, right?
That's more like a buzzer for you missed the free throw shot.
Oh, damn. Okay, my bad. Oh, wait, I think it was the ding. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, that, like your food's ready. It's time for artist check. Yeah, see, there we go. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Damn it. I forgot the cup. Hold on, give me 1 second. You can talk to the good people.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Cup for what?
We're finna do artist check.
Oh, Lord.
Where's my cup? Oh, right here. All right. That should have been like a little commercial break or some shit. You should have did a commercial, Kat. Hey, if you want to book Kat Kribs. Oh, wait, what's your last name now?
Harris.
If you want to book Kat Harris. You need a tattoo name.
I do need a tattoo name. Can it just be Kat?
Nah, fam, that's...
Although,
let me see.
I think Chainsaw was calling me Kat the Killer, or Killer Kat or something like
Killer
that the
Kat
other day.
is fire.
Yeah, she's calling me Killer Kat, I think, the other day, because she's like, these tattoos you've been, like, knocking out here lately, she's like, you just absolutely killed that. So
the only thing is, to be Killer Kat, that was it. You can't add another K.
No. God, no.
So, you're very limited on designs.
Well, I mean, I already have Wikked Ink, so...
Wikked Ink is dope, but that's like...
But there's a very specific reason I chose it, and my colors.
I like your colors.
Yeah, it's because I've always loved the Wicked Witch of the West.
I was feeling that vibe.
And that kind of gives me like the whole Wicked vibe. And like I read the book Wicked, and I absolutely loved like how they portrayed her.
Why don't you just be like Wicked Cat from the West?
Because I'm not in the West, I'm in the South.
Wicked Cat. That's your new name. That sounds interesting. Okay, artist check. You're gonna have 2 minutes. There's some different prompts in here. You'll have 2 minutes. There's your paper, couple different mediums. Yep.
Of course you did this, because like we did those before, and you were like, "Wow, you just came up with a whole thing."
Bruh, these are so fun. Artist check is fun. You can pick from any cup. Okay. You'll have 2 mementos. I'll tell you when to start.
So I can pick my thing now.
Starting. Yep. Now.
It's gonna be something weird.
Let's see what you get. What'd you
get? A cowboy.
All right, you got 2 minutes to draw a cowboy. Let's go.
2 minutes
Cowboy's
to draw a cowboy.
Yeah, however you interpret it.
Oh, Lord.
Your time is ticking, by the way.
Oh, Lord. Okay, thank you.
Kat's a really good artist, y'all, so we should see. Oh, damn, that was quick. You drew his little hat. You should see Stephanie's. She took hers. I have Simon's still.
I don't know. I still draw the way that I used to whenever I first taught myself how to draw.
Right.
So like I just do like shapes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like that's how I don't know. That's how I do them. Like whenever I did that, I think one of our drawing prompts was
The Barbie skeleton or something.
Barbie
was
skeleton,
it?
and I made a whole drag queen looking skeleton. Like with really a quickness. So
all right, you got
now I have no
10
references
seconds.
at all.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See,
that was appropriate. Very appropriate.
Hey, that's pretty good, bro. That's pretty solid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to upload a picture of that. You gotta sign it. Hell yeah. That's pretty sick. So, how do you feel, talking about the tattoo culture and industry, how do you feel, you can just throw it up there, how do you feel about clients going to multiple tattoo artists?
It's the same way, like, let's say, because you're a collector, you're collecting art.
Right.
You're not going to just go, okay, so for the rest of my life, I'm going to go to this one painter to buy all my paintings.
Yeah.
You're always going to look for something that maybe fits you. And as you age and as you get older and as you meet new people, that thought might change of like what means a lot to me, what interests me might change as you get older.
Right, for sure.
So going to different artists, I think is a good thing. I mean, yeah, we all do the same thing. And I know I hear all the time that, the market's oversaturated and everything, but like we all bring something a little different to it.
Exactly.
Like me and you can do the exact same tattoo.
It's going to be totally different.
Like it's going to be completely different.
Yep.
And it might vibe with one person and it might not vibe with the other person. Or
exactly.
Like it's just, I think it's cool that people go to different folks.
I agree. I think that it's weird when I hear that, or like, I don't know if it's like one of those like myths, or maybe that's how it was back in the day. But I think it's weird when collectors are always like, I was scared to go here. Like they come back to me and they're like, don't be mad, but I got a tattoo. And I'm like,
okay, and show me.
Yeah, let me see.
Let me see it.
Like, is it good? Like, I just go to somebody good. Like, bring me back something pretty to look at.
Right.
That's what I tell all of them. Like, if you're a collector, I'm low-key a collector. I want to see other people's art too. Like, when people come in and they just walk in, like back at the shop, I used to be like, dude, I love that. Who did it? And they're like, oh, so-and-so in Arkansas. I don't know them, but that shit's cool.
Right.
Like, I'm glad that you went to them. Like, good job to them.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it's cool to go to other people and just collect different pieces. Like, I've seen those ones where people do like the little honeycombs and they go to different artists to have them filling in. I think that's cool as fuck.
I'm mad that's trending now.
Yeah.
Because I want that. I just have nowhere to put that.
You'd be a blast over at this point.
That's what I'm doing. I'm literally working on blast overs because I ran out of room. And I don't got, what's his name that got all his tattoos removed? Pete Davidson. I swear I would do that. Mm-mm. You wouldn't get removed and start up? Well, you started off A1.
I was going to say, I still have a lot of space.
Yeah,
though.
I started off young. Wait, how old are you, Kat?
I'm 36.
Okay, so we're about the same age. Damn, I was just really in the trenches.
I was just really broke.
Oh, me too. They weren't good tattoos. Nobody said I was in a shop. I said I was in the trenches. There was like $20 tattoos, like 100 at the max. Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody has one of those.
I think so. It surprises me how many of my clients come to me and only me, and like from 18 on, and I'm like, forget you and your professional tattoos.
Right? Like
you need to go in a garage.
You need to go get a home tattoo.
Yeah, you need to experience that because you're a privileged collector.
Yeah.
You don't know the struggles. I finished off, we finished off the hand of one of my clients. I started tattooing him when he was 18. right? He wanted to start with the hand. I told him no. I was like, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get there. Let's do your entire arm. And I was like, and I'll blast your hand, no problem. Like, we'll do it. 3 years in, and I mean, when I say he has a complete sleeve, he has there was even a little space on his elbow. We filled that in last night. But yeah, we blasted his hand. But it was so weird because like he's 21, about to be 21, and full freaking wraparound. And then here I am like actually doing the hand tattoo that I told him no. But now he's grown. And so I'm like, you make your own decisions now. But I was like, that's crazy. You have this really nice tattoo at the age of 21. And at 21, I was like, damn, I need to start getting some of this shit covered. Like, this looks terrible.
People always look at me surprised whenever I turn them down for a tattoo.
I don't know why.
Like, I had this guy come in. He had, like, part of his forearm done. And he's like, well, I want to do the rest of my arm. But he's like, I just want to light. I'm like, I'm thinking about getting a lightning bolt. And he was really uncertain about what he even wanted. He kept throwing out different ideas.
Yeah.
And, like, if somebody like that comes in, like, yeah, I could totally, and I told him, too. I was like, point blank. I was like, I could blast a lightning bolt on you right now if you wanted. I said, but if you want to get a full sleeve, like,
exactly,
unless you're like me and you just do random stuff, then the way he was talking, he wanted a whole, like, cohesive sleeve that made sense and everything. Like, no, like, that needs to be thought out. That needs to be prepared for.
That's definitely something I've implemented because of all my responsible young ones that come in and do it the right way because I tell them and they listen. And I'm like, wow, like it actually works if people are educated. So that is a question I've implemented when people come in and it's like maybe their second or third tattoo and they're wanting a prime real estate spot. I'm like, what are your plans? Like, are you going to be a patch type of person? Do you plan on building on this? And then they're like, oh, I never even thought about that. And I'm like, yeah, like, so let's place this with future plans.
Yeah.
And then, it works out a whole lot better because that's kind of what I ran into, just getting shit randomly. And I really wanted to be like a cohesive piece type person. Like,
yeah, I kind of want that now, but I then messed up. Because, like, Josh was suggesting the other day, he's like, you could totally do one of those big, intricate, ornate back pieces. And I'm like, dude, half my back is taken up.
Yeah.
Because I had that one, which is a cover up of a cover up of a cover up, that rose thing that's over here on the side. And then Serena did that big old piece over here, which I absolutely love her. I love that piece, but oh my God, that black going in, I was like, ma'am, are we done with this yet? Just a little bit more. And then, okay,
that is the blackest tattoo I've ever seen.
And then she's like, oh, we're almost done. Oh, wait, no, I got more. If your artist ever says, oh, just a little bit more, they lie. We're always lying.
Yeah, we lying, Phil.
We're going to find something else.
When I say almost done, that means like with where I'm at.
Yeah.
Not with the tattoo. I love when my clients like, you said 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, right?
It's going to be another 30 minutes.
Do you want a good tattoo?
Right. You can't rush this shit, man.
No.
That's funny, though. Yeah. Serena, how long did that take?
7 hours.
You sound a little traumatized.
I think the worst part of it, honestly, was just laying there for it.
Oh, my God.
Because I can't sit still for that long without being in just a lot of pain.
Right.
So, like, the tattoo was just annoying. For me, I can sit there and get the tattoo because it's just annoying for me.
Yeah.
Because I have so much chronic pain anyways.
Yeah.
That it don't bother me. But, like, she was doing that black, and I'm like, are we almost done with that black? I said, because my shoulder blade is like...
Did any of that fall out? Yeah, no. Stamp. That shit is a stamp. She was like, I was moving my life. I know
she was.
I was there. I remember when you got up, I was like, damn. That's why I told her she should enter that one. That is technically done correctly. And like, did it suck? Hell yeah. 7 hours, crazy.
Yeah, but it's
that
beautiful.
Shit is fire.
Yeah.
Like it's literally saturated wall to wall. Like and it looks good. And it takes time to do that. Like it sucks. It definitely sucks. Since you came on, like, okay, so pre-tattooing, were you like big on social media?
No.
No, you were just like kind of like post here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Post dumb shit.
Yeah. How do you think social media plays in with tattooing?
Really big.
Yeah.
It's almost the equivalent to like reading the newspaper back in the day.
Type
like,
shit.
I think that's how your clients find you.
For sure.
That's
For
how
sure.
so many of mine have found me. I really need to get onto TikTok, but because Alexis,
TikTok?
yeah, Alexis keeps telling me to get on TikTok, and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Alexis got hella followers on TikTok.
Does.
Bro, she could literally just post like her lip syncing and it's gonna get like 20K likes. I'm like, bro, she really lame.
Because she's so pretty.
Alexis is ugly. No, that's my dog. I be really missing her. Like, I swear, like, I love all of y'all at the shop, but like, me and Alexis had worked together for the longest, and I really just miss having somebody to pick on. Like it was really like on some sister type vibes, because I don't think we ever were just like, hi, good morning.
No.
Like, I'd walk in and she'd be like, fart or something, and I'd be like, bro, get away from me. That's my dog. I told her I need a little Alexis button where I just hear her random ass stuff. But nah, that's what it is. She looks like a little Instagram model, so they be going crazy for her on TikTok, and I'll be like, bro, I'm cute.
Yeah, but they
follow me.
She's funny as hell, though.
Nah, she really is. Like, she's goofy. I think if she actually recorded just her more,
yeah,
she would blow up even more, because like what you see is definitely not what you get.
No.
Like, complete opposite. Like, hella down to earth person. Like, she's not. I know people probably like look at her pictures and be like, oh, she's stuck up, or she's a, and like
the least stuck up person
bro,
you'll ever
she is
find.
the most like boyish girl. Like, she is such a little boy. And it's funny as hell. But yeah, nah, people be asking that. They always ask that, and I'm like, nah, she's real chill. Like, especially guys, they used to come in and be like, I want to book with her, but is she gonna think something? I'm like, no, bro. She got a whole husband. She don't care about you. Shout out to Alexis. She been dodging me, bro. She's supposed to been on here. So how does social media help you? Are you struggling? You doing good?
I'm getting better at it.
Sure.
Yeah. Like I said, I've had a lot of people find me on there. I finally started using a booking link for all my stuff. That is the best thing ever.
I told you.
It takes so much stress off of me.
Facts.
I do need to start like recording videos and stuff and be more personable on there. And that's like what a lot of my focus has been here lately, is trying to show more of me on there.
Right.
Not just my art. Because like I can show you like a million tattoos that I've done.
Right.
Yeah, they can be really good. But when you sit in my chair, like, are we just going to sit there and be quiet the whole time? And you're just going to be like in agonizing pain the whole time? Because like for some of these people, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But I try to make folks comfortable, and I want that to be seen across my social media. I want you to be able to see like who I am as a person.
Yeah.
I have so many people come in and say like they were surprised that I was so nice, because so many people are not nice to them.
People say that, and it blows my mind. I'm like,
why? Why are you going to these people that are so mean?
Like, why is everybody so mean?
Right.
Like, I don't know. People say that all the time. Like, I'm just so surprised you're so nice. I'm like, what? I didn't even go out of my way and be like extra nice.
No, I was just being myself.
Just literally normal stuff, like speaking.
Just be yourself.
I will say at conventions, that's how I got a lot of my clients. Is because like, I mean, I think it's weird if somebody walks into my space and I don't say anything.
Yeah, no.
So like when people would walk up to my booth, I'd be like, hey, how are you? You know, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Just making small talk. And they'd be like, you know what? I want to book with you. And I'd be like, okay. And they'd be like, you're the only person that said something. And I'm like, I just think it's weird.
Yeah, I think
for
it's
you to
weird.
be here. I know what you want. I have what you want. And I'm just going to death stare you.
Yeah, no.
Hoping that you ask me for it. Or I could just offer it.
Me and Serena are going to pass out candy.
I told her
And
that.
stickers.
Bro, Serena, you better give me fucking credit next time. I was like, bro, get candy.
We're going to get candy and stickers and like, yeah.
Yeah. Me and Stubby, we go to Dallas at the end of this month, and I told him that. I was like, bro, we got to get hella candy. I was like, we got to get hella candy. Oh, I got to show you my new stickers. They're dope. I got to give you one. They came out a little small. I'm kind of irritated, but I don't know if you ever seen the little custom that I drew. It was Hank Hill,
Yes, I remember that
the
one.
straight propane. I made it into a sticker.
I've got a couple designs I want to get made into stickers really bad because I
Yeah.
have one that I designed for Alexis because she's been asking for this particular tattoo, but she won't sit down because, tattoos hurt.
Yeah, they do.
You
know that.
She won't sit for it yet. But it's a little shrimp dick. But it's done in like a traditional style,
Yeah.
but it's a little like shrimp in the head of its actual head is a dick. But it would make such a cool like little sticker.
It would be a dope sticker. You should do it.
And then I have some dinosaurs ones that I did that I want to make into some stickers because they'd be really cool.
Yeah, that's me. Like it's always low key. I feel like the super cool flash that we do that's like really our personality that sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't.
Those
are
make
cool
great stickers. Yes,
Yeah.
those make great stickers.
Yeah, because people rock with it. They're just like, I don't know if I want this on me, but the sticker's dope.
Right.
Like my little WAP, I think that's the best.
That's my favorite thing ever. It's on my keychain still.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And like, I remember I was at a convention and, I had my stickers out. And like, of course, all the kids run up and, I got the Superman sticker and then I got that one. And like a little girl grabbed it. And I was like, oh, no, not that one. Get the Superman one. She's like, it's Cosmo and Wanda. And I'm like, but no, you can't have that one. And so her mom is like, looks at it and she's like, oh no, babe, you can't have that one. But mommy's going to keep this one.
Yeah.
We find out. No, that's my favorite one. That's why I got the Hank Hill, but it just came out small. It's like this big. And I was like, it needs to be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you a link. Sticker Mule. Have you used them before? Mm-mm. Sticker Mule's dope. They always giving out coupons and they're really cheap and they do fast turnaround. I like them.
Oh, cool. I'll definitely take a look at them because like I haven't gotten there yet. I just now did new cards and they'll be in like in the next week and it's gonna have like a punch card system on the back of them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I kind of stole that idea from Serena.
Yeah. So what if I just punch my card a bunch?
It has to have my signature on it.
Okay. You should get a like a special kind of punch. I bet you can do a custom punch
I probably could.
somewhere, like probably like Amazon or something.
Yeah,
You could do like a little Wikked Ink punch or something.
that'd be cool.
That would be sick.
But yeah, I just made like a little spot so I can sign it every time.
Okay.
But it's like buy 6 tattoos and you get a free like 3x4.
Okay.
So.
I like that. That's pretty dope. Yeah, some people agree with running the tattoo shop like, business and some people don't. I think in 2025, you got to run that shit like a business.
I do agree you have to run it like a business, but I still like to keep the fun aspect of it.
For sure. That goes along with it though, because I don't want to go to a business that's like not fun.
No.
Like I want the whole shebang.
Yes.
The whole package. But because of how expensive everything is, because of like how limited shit is, I feel like if somebody is out spending money, they got to see the value in it and not just the product.
Yes.
You got to give them more. Like you got to give them an experience. It's got to be a whole fulfillment, especially in like a luxury business like what we do. Mm-hmm. It's the same like when you go to the nail salons, like some of them give you wine. Do they have to?
No, but it makes the experience better.
It does. And it makes me like not trip when they're like $80.
Yeah. There was a video I watched of Ink by Peanut. One of his, and he said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all are out here like just doing the tattoo and that's it. He's like, and then you've got all these other ones out here pretty much doing like as extra as they possibly can, giving you a blanket, giving you candy, giving you all kinds of stuff, making you comfortable. Like,
I'm gonna go spend my money over there.
Yeah, and they were nice to me. Like,
yes.
like it was fun. It was a fun experience.
Literally.
Like I was comfortable the whole time. They fed me. They gave me food.
Bruh.
They gave me water. Like they gave me all kinds of stuff. Like
when I tell you that little snack tray right there, I had a client Saturday. She texted me. She's like, I'm on my way. Is the snacks stacked. I was like, yes. She was like, okay, great, because I didn't grab anything to eat. And I was
Yeah,
like,
because
okay,
it happens.
cool.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I forget to eat and stuff, so I try to keep like I'm gonna start getting some granola bars and stuff too. Because
Right.
for the longest I had just like that candy bucket,
Yeah,
but I want to
yeah.
kind of branch away from that and get stuff that's like
Get
gonna
you like
be
one of those little guys.
yeah, I like that little thing.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. But
Good.
yeah, getting something like that and
Keep little
having that part
snacks.
because I'm getting a new toolbox.
Another one, Kat.
Well, I'm not buying it. Like
That doesn't. What is that? What are you doing with these old toolboxes?
so one of them's getting sold to. So my husband's a diesel mechanic.
Okay.
So one of them's getting sold to one of the guys that he works with.
Right.
And then the other one I'm going to keep for when I go to the convention because it locks up and it's that smaller like
Uh-huh.
rolly cart kind of one.
Yeah.
But then the one
You're
that
gonna bring your whole big ass toolbox to the convention?
it's that purple one. Unless I don't know. I might get something smaller. I'll get something smaller.
Yeah.
But I want something that locks.
No, the best thing to get, you can get them from Harbor Freight, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever, even Walmart, because I know you don't care. Like, not in a bad way. No, I'm just saying, like, you're not bougie, you know?
No, I don't care about the brand or
Yeah.
anything. So long as it's
but
functional.
It's like, it goes stacked like this, like a bigger box, medium box, small box, all lock, and they come rolly like a suitcase style. But each one has compartments.
Oh,
That's
heck
what
yeah.
a lot of tattooers use.
Then
That's what I'm converting to. Because right now I only have shit to fly with. I've never done one that I can actually take a lot of stuff to. So like now I'm actually like getting all that stuff. Like, because I've only had to been like, okay, this is what I can fit in this suitcase.
Oh, well then my husband will get the purple one then.
Yeah, boom. Okay.
But I'll have
You don't need no more toolboxes after this.
No, I really like this one.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. It was more of like I outgrew that purple one so fast, and
sure.
I didn't think I was going to that fast.
Yeah.
And then like the honestly the green one I had was probably perfectly big enough for everything that I had. It's just too much space. So
Yeah.
it's one like what Alexis has got, Alexis and Serena.
Yeah. I like
So-
that one. That one's dope.
Yeah, so like I could stick something like that on top of it. And
Yep,
like I ordered a
yep.
little thing to put all my ink in so I can have it on top of it. And I want to get some like little containers to put some of my like those tongue depressors and razors and stuff
That's
like that.
low key
on top
why I
of it.
went with a chest this time and not a toolbox. Because I feel like we really be having a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's hard to fit in a toolbox unless you have like the larger scale toolbox. Otherwise, like it's a little rough.
Yeah. So no, I'm trying to like scale down.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
I'm tired of all the extra.
All right, so we're at my favorite part. Everybody's favorite part. I freaking said I needed a sound like a yay. Top 5 local artists.
I knew you were gonna ask this.
Yes, I ask everybody. That is a mandatory question.
So I guess she wouldn't be local, so I can't. I really like Deanna James's stuff
Where's
because
she
she's out of Dallas, so
Yeah,
she's not local.
No.
Jay Witt,
Tight.
for sure.
yeah.
I really just love like how his realism is.
Yeah.
And like it looks like something you would just go paint. Like,
Yeah,
he's like
he definitely does a painter style.
he's like the Bob Ross of the East Texas. Like,
The Bob Ross of East Texas. Bro, he actually listens to every episode. Really? He does.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Jay Witt. He listens to every episode. So
but like when I did that little realism rose that I
Yeah.
have, I had been like looking through his stuff and looking through hers for like weeks
Yeah.
until I finally like built up the cojones to try it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, this isn't as scary as I thought.
the
Steph-
Bob Ross of East Texas.
I'm never gonna live that down.
That's as good as Kitchen Wizard.
I heard that. You call me the valedictorian of Kitchen Wizard.
Oh God, no, I said you're the dean.
Oh, the dean.
Like, if there was some sort of crossover ceremony, like, bro, you would run it. I got Jay Witt.
Stephanie
Hell
and
yeah.
Simon, like their
Ghosts.
stuff is phenomenal. I honestly like my favorite piece of Simon's is that Frida piece that's on Stephanie.
Yeah, that
I
one's
love
sick.
it. It's
Yeah.
so pretty.
So much movement and texture, and just like I told him, he does really good at capturing the actual moment,
Yes.
not just copying what he sees, but you can feel whatever, you get the same feeling as if you were looking at the photo.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about his portraits and stuff.
Yeah. That one's just absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. I've been watching a lot of like Justin Fasulo's stuff here lately.
He's dope.
Like his color, the way he does color. I just
Yeah.
really, really like it. There was this Alice in Wonderland piece that he did recently that I was like, I want to do that. I was like, I want to do that.
and it's funny because I look at his black and gray. Like
Really?
I feel like his black and gray is spot on. He just finished off this back piece, and it was like my style, you know, like that like gangster kind of Chicano. I just vibe with that, bro. Like I like that so much. And I was looking at it and I was like, damn, bro, like shading smooth, blacks are blacks, like it was a really fire piece.
Yeah, no, I think I've seen that one, but I mainly just follow color because I love color.
Yeah,
I
you
love
really do.
doing color. What's that get me up to? 4?
Yeah, got uno más.
I guess just as a person, I absolutely love Serena.
That's my dog too.
She has helped me so much, and just like she's just so kind, and I love her.
Yeah, she's a really good artist too. Like she's a phenomenal artist. I bring my girl more trad. Like,
Yes.
let her cook. Yeah, she needs more trad. She's a really dope artist. I feel like if she gets to do more trad, she'll be happier.
Yeah.
Save Serena. Get a trad piece today. You know? So how you feeling? It wasn't too bad?
No.
See, it was smooth. It's just me. Tell the people where you at, how to find you, social media, all that good stuff.
So I'm located at Tyler, Texas Premier, right off of McDonald Road.
Yep.
And on Instagram, I'm Wikked, WIKKED _Ink, INK. And then on Facebook, it's all one word, Wikked Ink, but spelled 2 Ks.
Bet. Do you got some availability coming up?
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all better get on her books. Y'all better get Kat now before she's $1 bazillion. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm putting the stamp on Kat. Before she's $1 bazillion, book with her now. I appreciate you for coming out, Kat. Thank you
for
so
having me.
much. It was so fun, y'all. Until next time. Oh, next up we got Justin Fasulo and we got Brian. I always forget his last name. Meyer,
I think.
Meyer. Sorry, Brian. You're a very just Brian kind of guy. Like he just go by Brian. You got to be cool to go by one name. Like I can't go by Sky. I go by Super Sky.
So I'm just not cool enough yet to go by
Yeah.
that.
Okay. It's like Prince.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Brian. Okay, that's his name. Yeah, we got him and both of those guys coming up talking about the East Texas Tattoo Convention. They're going to give us all the details, how it goes, when it is, the show type. It's a lot of cool artists and different people coming in town for that. So y'all stay tuned. Let's get it. Until next time, Starving Artist, the podcast, S2 Studio. Let's go.
Hey, hold on.